Alright guys, Dan here. So I forgot to start this video from the beginning. I've already taken out a lot of stuff that was in here, so all this stuff over here filled up this backpack full of stuff, this box full of stuff, and then she actually already got some trash out as well. But anyways, still some stuff left in here. I stopped to start the video just to show y'all what I'm about to be working with. And so probably the main thing I guess I want to show is, like, in these cracks and crevices, you know, all this debris down in here, because what I'm about to do is use compressed air, probably the Tornador. I might even use my regular blowgun. That's all I used to use before I got the Tornador, and you know, it worked. It worked to get these cracks and crevices out, you know, better than just using a vacuum most of the time. But you know, if vacuum's all you got, just get you a brush, and you know, vacuum out what you can get, and then when it doesn't come out, use your little brush and it'll work just fine. So anyways, just wanted to show y'all. Because that's the thing, is I know I've seen it where people, not particularly with this lady here, but people that will get, you know, someone that does just a basic car wash, where they'll just hit it with a vacuum and just get all the big stuff, you know, out of the floors, and you know, big stuff out of the seats, but they'll leave all this stuff in the cracks. If not all of it, then definitely enough, because you know, with this black, I guess synthetic leather, but anyways, this black, you know, you can see all this, it stands out. And so I just can't stand, you know, seeing, you know, somebody tells me, oh yeah, I had it done not that long ago, and I'm like, really? Because it looks like they left a lot. So, and they usually won't pull the floor mats up and vacuum under the floor mats, just vacuum on top. So there's definitely differences between detailing and just basic car washing. But you know, especially in the area I live, a lot of people, they, you know, because you'll have people call themselves a detailer and they'll charge more than a car washing price, but it's not as high as what, you know, I need to charge. And because they don't spend near the time and get to the details as I do. And so, you know, you've got people, when I give them a price, it scares them away. You know, they're like, oh, well, so-and-so, he'll do it for half that price. And so, you know, I'll try to explain to him, yeah, I'm sure he will. But, and if you don't care about the details, you know, I get it. But that's the thing, is I've tried doing basic jobs like that for people where they're like, well, I don't care about you getting, you know, spending 4 hours on the interior, you know, just get the majority of it, the big stuff. And so I've tried doing that, and I'm so picky that I end up taking the time anyways and don't charge them for it, and end up doing it because I can't stand to leave it there. So I've just, you know, gotten to the point where I just can't do that anymore. So anyways, I'm gonna get this other stuff, big stuff, out of here, and then I will come back and show y'all the Tornador and compressed air. Alright guys, So I've got my Tornador and my little regular blowgun with the oil and water separator. I highly recommend you get this. One came from Harbor Freight. Don't remember how much it was. They've got one that's red and it's like disposable, and it's like $2, but this one is reusable and keep, you know, letting, it's got this little thing here, if y'all can see that, if it'll focus. Well, I guess it ain't gonna focus. Anyways, just trust me, there's a little button right here, or a little valve, and when it starts getting water in it, you just press this while you've got it hooked up to the air hose, and it'll blow all the water out every so often. But it holds the oil, and it's like a cork or something, sponge, I don't know. And I want to show y'all, I've said it in a previous video, but this swivel right here, if I didn't have the swivel on here, I wouldn't be able to set this Tornador down, because the hose, you know, would be connected and it'd be straight. And before I got this swivel, before I thought of that, it was really annoying. I had to keep disconnecting the hose every time I went to set it down, otherwise it'd spill, or, you know, whatever. So a swivel, it's a cheap, you know, probably $4, $5 swivel, and it makes life a lot easier. I love it. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show y'all taking the Tornador, what this is good for. And like I said, if you've got an air compressor and you know you don't have the money to buy a Tornador yet, you can still use a blowgun to get these cracks and crevices out. Tornador works a little better. Like, I love it for blowing out. See, it blew that out real quick, because the Tornador, it doesn't just blow straight at it, it actually, you know, hits it from different angles, and it lifts. So see there, it lifting all that stuff out of there. And then let's show like these cracks and crevices here. Now I will say, let me hook this other regular blowgun up real quick. Hold on one sec. Now I don't know if y'all can see it, but there's still a little bit of stuff in that crack even after hitting it with the Tornador. Let me hit this regular blowgun and see what happens. See, that wouldn't even get it. Now I will say, if I had two hands right now, then I would pull this apart like that, and then maybe it would come out. But like I said, that's why it's good to still have you a little brush, because I still, you know, to get absolutely everything out, still end up having to hit it with a little brush every now and then. Let me put it on pause. I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. Alright, so I went and got two of my brushes. Now, this one right here, you can see how small it is. This thing, I love this since I got it. Now, it says nail brush on it, but I got it at Advanced Auto Parts. I don't know why Advanced Auto Parts would have a nail brush. I mean, I can see why they would have a brush like this, but just a nail brush. But then here's a, this is a Valet Pro brush. This actually came with the solution finish, the 12-ounce solution finish that I ordered. So that was nice, free gift. But I see a lot of guys with this type of brush, so you know, you can definitely use this. Like I said, you would want to have two hands to separate that there, to get down in there deep. But because I can still see some stuff in there, I don't know if it's showing on the camera, or wait, see, it's tricky on this one because the seams, the actual seams are turning white, or were white, so it looks like stuff is down in there. But let me show you, like on this one here, this little nail brush. I mean, it's perfect for getting stuff out of cracks and crevices like this, and other things, getting small little stains out. You know, I just rinse it off. If I hit it with any chemicals, I rinse it off before I put it back up. But this thing right here, the reason I like it is because it's the perfect amount of firmness where it's not going to scratch, you know, the material, but it's stiff enough to kick that stuff out of the seams. So trying to think if I'm going to show y'all anything else with the Tornador. Now, I know, like, this stuff right here, I've got the regular blowgun on, but this stuff like right here, sometimes what I'll do is, before I come in with the vacuum, I will... I didn't move the camera fast enough for y'all to see all the stuff I blew out over there, but anyways, let me get y'all in here. But anyways, I'll kind of real quick blow stuff out outside, and then come in here with the vacuum and get everything that's left. But most of the time I just use the Tornador instead of this, because I find the Tornador usually works a little better than this, but this is just fine if that's all you got. And this blowgun right here, it comes with a little extension. This one, this tip right here, I like it because it's, you know, it's real short. That's what I wanted for this, because the Tornador's, you know, big and long. I wanted this to get in small places, but it comes with a tip that's another, you know, 3-4 inches long. So and I got this from Harbor Freight, and you know, it was cheap, but hell, it's still working. I'll leave it outside. It's not rusting up on me, so I don't see nothing wrong with it. And they've got a couple other blowguns that, you know, I've heard people talk about. Some people like them, some people don't. But like I said, I'm trying to, you know, say for the people that are just starting out, or, you know, the enthusiasts, you know, that work on your own vehicles, that don't want to spend a whole lot of money, that, you know, there's tricks and everything to making life easier on you. See, that worked just fine. And what I'll do is I'll start usually up high and blow everything down to the floors. Sometimes blow the stuff from the floors out. You know, like I said, I work my way down to blowing the stuff out of the seats to the floor. But let's see if y'all can see this. I mean, compressed air is awesome. I love having it, but it can be done without it. So anyways, guess I'm gonna put this on pause. I don't want this video to be terribly long. Not even sure what I'm gonna title it yet, what this is really about. But yeah, I'm gonna put it on pause.